Man. So when y'all got married, how much debt did y'all have combined?
During that time?
Yeah.
Probably a little under.
It was under 120 at that point because we had already started chipping away.
Closer to about 60.
60,000.
Yeah.
How long did y'all date?
4 years, 4 years.
3-4 years. That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, and I really hope you all who are watching and listening, right? I mean, I lived on this a little bit because I found that very, very, very good. That we don't see a lot of people who are dating on a mission like that. And I think that's one of the main reasons why the marriage will work is because you all had the real hard conversations
At the time.
while dating.
Yes.
So it's like you really can't get harder questions while you're married because you all addressed all of them while you were dating. And that was y'all's chance to be like, yeah, this just ain't going to work.
Yeah.
Here's a hard question. Did y'all ever think while dating, maybe this won't work? Never. Well, y'all just like the perfect dating couple.
No,
I think the communication
Helped
is
out.
what helps.
But there's
really
a mindset
does.
to the communication.
There is a mindset. You have to be willing and able to want to listen to the other person as they're communicating what some of those concerns are, issues, financial, relationship wise. So I think the build up to that leaves more room for responsibility, respect, trust.
Man.
I'll say from a male standpoint, for me, I was not done dating, but I was doing my thing beforehand, and so I learned a lot of the way that hey, I want it now. Like, I was having I was enjoying life. I was enjoying what was there, and then I kind of just was like, hey, I want to be intentional this time around and figure out where that was, and I think that was that moment that gave it for me.
And I think that's where I'm at in my life, right? Is I can't wait to be married. But then at the same time, I'm kind of like done. And the next person who I settle down with, it's going to be intentionality.
Yeah.
You know, and we will have communications. We will have the hard conversations before we even get into a committed relationship.
Yep.
And for me, it's more so of I'm getting older, and I want to have some kids. I want to build wealth with my spouse. And if she can't come, like with your mindset, like she's open to be stretched, and me too.
Yeah.
You know, be open to be stretched and be a little uncomfortable because nothing happens inside of our comfort zone.
No.
And so the moment we are outside of our comfort zone, we are uncomfortable. I think that's the faith zone. And we just really rely on God to walk us through this process.
Yep.
But if you really want to build something of substance, like a marriage, like a friendship, like a business, there are going to be some uncomfortable moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you all embrace those early on in life, which is why you all are debt-free today.
Yep.
So when you all got married, you know, some people believe that, you know, when you get married, it will be still your responsibility if it was your debt to pay off the debt. Did y'all then combine it? And then your income and y'all income became one income and just attack whatever the rest of the debt was?
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much.
Tried to find the opportunities where they land to consolidate the debt where we could. If we get points down where they were during those time frames.
Yeah. Refinance quite a few times with
For
different,
real.
to get that percentage down even lower.
Yeah.
To knock it out quicker.
Interest is not your friend.
No.
Interest is not.
No.
I had another guy on the show that think about it, man. Your penalty is somebody else's reward.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I was like, yeah, think about that. Interest you're paying out is money you're taking away from your kids and from your family to give to another family to give to their kids.
Yeah.
Like they celebrate you being in bondage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they celebrate you paying them interest. And I'm just like, when I hear people say, 2.5, 3.9 interest rate, I'm like, I'm like, in the season that I'm in life, I'm not knocking anyone who goes down the credit route. But for me, when I look at it, I'm like, I don't want to take money away from my family that I do not have to take away from.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like, let's just wait and pay cash for it. You know, let's just be patient. And I believe in in a trade system. So if I give you money, I purchase something from you for its value. Mm-hmm. You give me what I want, I give you what you want, which is money. Yeah. And it was a product. That's cool. But I don't want to give you more than what it's worth.
Yep.
And that's what we do with interest.
Yep.
Yeah. And so how long did it take y'all to pay off the rest of the $60,000?
2 years.
I think it was about 7 over that time, the rest of the years.
Said after we got married.
Then, yeah, probably about 3 years. Yeah, 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
What was the hardest thing, like, when y'all got married? So now you all are married, living with each other, and attacking this debt, doing life together. I'm curious, what was one of the hardest things that y'all had to deal with?
The money was the hardest thing. Like, once we got over the hurdle of that initial conversation during the dating phase, at that point it was like, okay, now that we've figured this out and got a good groove for it, let's figure out how we can get this done and chip away at it faster.
And how did y'all do that? Like, what's the process of eliminating debt for a couple?
So definitely combining, figuring out the best way to balance, the income and how that actually helps with eliminating that debt.
Okay.
Consolidating for sure.
Okay.
Refinancing.
For sure.
We still kept with that monthly check-in. Mm-hmm. We actually have spreadsheet.
Yeah, I would say definitely knowing what you're worth.
Okay.
Is probably key. We will sit down and actually know where we're at.
Yeah.
So that we can understand what we can spend. Yeah. Right, because you can still have a lot of assets and still your net is negative. Right. Yeah. We actually went through that.
Wow.
And was able to get our way out of it because we knew what we were in.
Yeah.
Versus
going blindly. Yeah. So that monthly spreadsheet that we used during the dating phase, we continued even while married.
For real.
So it showed our negative net worth up until the point where we were positive from chipping away at debt. Yeah.
They say by 2054, African Americans will have a 0 to negative net worth as a whole, as far as in taking the average, and the average African American will have 0 to negative. That's scary.
It is.
I don't want to go back there.
Do not want to go back.
And I love how you said, like, know your worth. Yeah. I wonder how many people right now who are listening and who are watching know what you're actually worth. Not how much you have in your closet. Not how much do you have in your garage. But what are you worth? What stocks, what your savings, what's your balance on your investments? What are you worth?
Yep.
That's never been said on my show before. It's like, are you negative? Do you look good and you're worth nothing? Ooh.
That's a word.
That is a word right there.
That's a sermon.
It's like, do you look good, but you're worth nothing? You're a liability when you come to the table.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or do you look okay, but you're an asset when you come to the table? Right. You're worth something.
Yep.
And that is the reason why I teach what I teach, is because I think single people, we are in a great position to where we can become an asset. We can work on becoming an asset. And when I say asset, I'm not just only talking about money. I'm also talking about the wisdom, the knowledge, our gifts and our talents. But at the same time, I do believe that the reason why marriages are failing is because we're not maximizing our single season. We're out here, we look good. We got all the Louis, we got all the Gucci, we got all the long wigs. Yeah, I'm gonna keep drilling that on in. We got the beautiful weaves, we got the nice Jordans, we got the backpacks, but we have nothing that is growing money other than our income from our jobs. But we're not investing in the 401ks, we're not investing in the Roth IRAs. Everyone who's investing in crypto and Bitcoin is upset right now because we just had a huge dip in that. And so it's like, oh man, I gotta get into crypto. And then, oh man, I'm gonna put my life savings into crypto. And then now look at us, but we're not investing into, the simple stuff, and we're negative.
Yes.
But we look good. We ain't worth nothing.
A lot of people are scared to find out what that is.
Yeah.
I think I want to know this. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop in the comments and just simply put, I know or I don't know. Do you know your net worth? Like, do you know what you are worth? Put I know or I don't know. And please be honest. It's no shame, because that's why we're here. We're here to learn. We're here to do that. So for those who are saying right now, I don't know, but how do I find out? What was a way for you all? Like, what was the system to know what you were worth? Like, from a practical way, did y'all list all of your income, all your debt, all your savings and your assets? Like, what did that look like for the people who are listening and watching right now? What should they do on a piece of paper?
The math, the asset minus liabilities equals net worth.
Say it one more time.
Asset minus liability equals net worth.
Assets minus liabilities equals net worth.